So, hello and welcome back to another episode of EU4. Of course, we have the Anbennar Fantasy mod with the Sunrise Empire. As the deving dream is getting continued. I just had a crash. That's why I just took a mental second there of just looking how things work. And I had that crash when I looked at my finances, actually, funnily enough. Yeah, soon enough the Artifice event is gonna pop up. That does a lot of price changes, and then kind of I had a crash, so I guess it couldn't handle the just a ridiculous financial change in my nation. Anyway, we are here after all only just to dev. And deving we will do. So this one actually hilarious how much impact it has on my nation. Because the last time I looked at this I had only a million manpower. Now we had 1.3 million manpower. Which is pretty neat. Not gonna lie. This rundown actually was curious about again. It's just the influence. Capacity has embraced manufacturers. Oh, the industrialization does it. Okay. We're gonna lose the precursor relics and the damage tier. So we're not gonna add anything else to the mix at the moment. But that is alright. This time actually didn't happen, the event. Okay, well. Maybe we just restarted too hard and the world is not ready to go for artifice inventions. Yeah, all of you guys have revolutions. Very cool. Oh, there we go. Full prestige. Easy. But I'm still willing to go for... I mean, I guess we don't need to go for 0 when we start deving. But of course we only start deving when we are at max. That's still an instinct that will stick with me. I mean, the cavalry is still decent. Why do we get bandits? What's that on about? There we go. Fighten gets the engineering division of Fighten, which gives trade power and goods produced. What do you say about that, Fighten? You're probably very happy about that. Naval supplies. I mean, it's a little bit underwhelming. Not gonna say anything about it though. Not gonna say anything about it. This run's actually rather smooth at the moment. With speed 5. I'm actually surprised. Which is good, which is very good. I mean, that gets us closer towards max points. Means we're just gonna have a good time. We're also honest, like we are everything. Basically just I mean, at this point with like the bandit events and stuff like that, I could send the army out to deal with this, right? Like they have nothing else to do. Can I just put them there and just like kill all the bandits? That's 50,000 men. They're gonna cover this province easily. I can just literally cover this province in them in bodies. To solve the problem. But I guess that's a kind of tactic that we're not gonna use. that is not possible. They just build a long queue, like a long line, and then just walk through the province to find every bandit there. As simple as that. That I think is a decent tactic. Obviously. Why didn't I... Oh. Ah, see, now I remember what I forgot. We want to get this guy as a leader, and then drill with him. Because we want him to die. Okay, we have now done with the Splendor. The only thing missing is the Anbennar Resurgence and Orchestration. we can't do anything about. Alright. Now I think we're gonna push everything down to like 300 or something. So let's get that done. I mean, we just basically take a look at what is the highest. As assumed, Diplo is the highest. Well, would have expected that. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're gonna do Diplo. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're gonna do Diplo. 1, 2. Then Diplo. Works like a charm. Oh, this one doesn't. Oh, that was too much. I feel like sometimes these clicks are not doing jack shit, really. The game doesn't even realize me clicking that because this screen itself is so laggy. Oh, that was far too much. Okay, now we can just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, I mean, there's only so much comments I can make about this, but if you expect any kind of very entertaining anecdote from my side, I'm just clicking the development button. It is not the most exciting. I mean, technically speaking, for me I quite like it. It's like... But overall I assume as a viewer that is not the most ridiculous stuff. So, but we are getting somewhere with this. Boop, boop. Okay, we still have plenty of points left. There we get past 9. I mean, now we're gonna get actually to territory that is gonna be a little bit more difficult to get, or that is a little bit more. Because, like, we of course have a handful of provinces that have, like, a very low development. But we'll probably have even more provinces that are close towards the 15. Now, of course, they need less clicks, but there's definitely more of them. Okay, now we're at 10. Admin is going down, so we're not gonna go completely admin on the line. Let's just do it very simple. Everything gets 1 click, and then the one on the outside get 1 extra. Maybe the kind of rhythm of clicking, like the ideas and concept I have behind clicking the development button is absolutely amazing for anyone to witness. I'm also not really following that tactic, to be honest. I'm just kind of clicking. And then now we're at 11, so we're getting even lower. But we are getting towards the amount of points, which is not too nice. Now I'm just actually doing cross deving. That's what they call it. That's what all the cool kids call it. I think I actually could go to 0, right? Like, why wouldn't I go to 0? We're getting these points, we have like 4 years left, and that is more than enough to get all of the points back in. Okay, like I said. I think this might be even faster, if I do it that way. Not that. Why do I have a half deving? Why do I have a half development? What is that on about? I'm actually just mixing things up a little bit to keep myself excited. Alright, we're at 12. Okay, I think we soon enough can start doing the thingy again. Oh, it's still not everywhere. As long as I cannot click through all of this once, I'm not clicking the button. But I think now we should be alright. So that actually Diplo is getting used up again. We might even get a stun in this one. We're on 12 already? Yep, there's a 12.5. Oh, that was not what I want to click. A half development, a very rare sight. Okay, now we're gonna go. I mean, not even Diplo is that alright. Yeah, this is probably it with the amount of points that we have left. We can't even do this correctly. I mean, admin is probably gonna be the easiest one of those anyway. Okay. This requires a lot of concentration. Let me tell you. Yeah, but we probably need to wait for one other max. Clearly. I mean, it depends on how well this goes. But I think we're not gonna actually get this done in this one. Could you click that? Excuse me? There we go. What the fuck? Just didn't want to get that stuffed up. That's what we have now. Okay, but we are clearly, like I said, have far more down there than, it's taking a while to reach 14 at the moment. There is a lot more going on. It's all getting a little bit more expensive now. I mean, there's still, of course, easily freeze. Oh, there it is. There is the 14. Found you finally. All up to 15, my boys. Yeah, the admin is running out. But I think it's done a decent job. Clearly. And we could actually even get this done. I mean, how much time do we have left? I mean, I've just started this episode. I know, it might just be not enough. Just about not enough. Look, like we're super close. But we're just not there. Just not quite there. But that means that we're just gonna dev up anyway, right? Or do we at least wait for the tech? That seems also reasonable. After all, we want to see what the kind of effect that we have, right? Okay, but yeah, this is the last one probably. Are we like still crazy far away? Well, there's a bit left, but yeah, like I said, not that much. Ah, this is all its own demon now. Okay, but we're not gonna get the thingy up everywhere. But this is still a decent chunk of money that we're squeezing out. Town halls everywhere. And then the cathedrals. Oh, I see something that I don't like. Das Matos. Once again, what's your fucking problem, mate? Why gotta be like that? Alright. 12,000. The things we do for our nation. I assume that this is completely messed up. Yeah. Like I said, we're not gonna fix that while we are still actively deving. We do have 3 years left, and this stuff costs like I said, barely anything. And we are also all the way up there. I mean, to be honest, I can show you the cultural screens and the religion screen, but that is probably one of the least impressive ones. Like, this of course looks. I mean, there's a lot of righteous path, but it should have not changed that much over time because we have only devved away the left-hand path. That's it. So if you want to feast your eyes on that, go ahead. Be amazed. Otherwise, like, we can. I mean, this is not quite done yet, so this is not like the end. And I think that might be enough now to get the end done. So, let's go. $15. Some of those I clicked twice, but who cares? Or maybe or is it? Is it? I don't think it even is. Ah, god damn it. Just trying to give this a clean end. I mean, there's not too much necessity to push it onwards too much. Okay. Diplo's now out. Come on. Please, game. There we go. Okay. This is just about the end. There we go. And with that... Well, first of all, we lag again, so... Nur Yemenar, 1772. Let's take a look. As the sun rises over Sadesung, a long-lived observer might recognize the change the city has undergone since it was first a part of Azkare. The slums have been cleared, and where there are now densely packed residential buildings, housing most of the millions that call the city home. Gone are the filthy mud streets, replaced instead with tree-lined boulevards, and at its center, with bright towers soaring high above the city, is the Sunrise Convocation, where the lives of hundreds of millions of Elise citizens are ministered over by elven wisdom. Should the same observer broaden his gaze, they might see similar signs of change across the whole continent. Where once there were slave markets, now free men move goods from port to port. Whole towns devastated by constant battle have been rebuilt, their people living in safety. Wealth now flows across the great highways and through the cities of the empire, that each and every citizen might live in paradise in an empire of all Halise. The work of centuries has been completed, with the dreams of many great men from ages past fulfilled. The future of Halise is bright and eternal. Nur Yemenar. We get 2 national unrest reduction, we get 20% manpower recovery speed, we get goods produced by 20%, and global prosperity 0.1. Talking about prosperity, I don't even have full prosperity, right? Oh no, there's some places who are still... I assume that's mainly because of the Chakal event. But yeah. Let's let the game run for 1 more month, so we see actually the end result of everything. The game's struggling to get to that point. But... So... Let's have a quick scan. Like, of course, Falanil, the Able... Garbage. He's not to look at there. We do have plenty of cultures that are not accepted, but we can't do anything about that. I'm not gonna go through all of the modifiers, we have too many of those. But here we go. Economy. 4.2k. 12,480. Okay, we actually have a fairly clean number at least. In terms of development. Most money we make from production. But that's just me. Trade is 3,000 nearly. Could maybe been cleaned up a little more, but we don't care. We are not even done with the last idea group. I'm actually surprised how well I did this one if I compare to Castanor. But yeah, we of course are missing that, but that would have not made much of a change in our economy. We of course still plenty of temples to restore and everything. We can't, the representation of course we need to clean up as well. But in the end I think we are basically done with this. Military is also nearly at 3,000. Navy is nearly up there. We still have of course Damascus as a subject, but nothing else. This screen is probably very cool. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this one. Nice clean color. Not like garbage red around here. I think we look even better than Anbennar with that. We clearly do. But alright. With that work now done, this will be the end of this playthrough. This was a lot of fun, I have to say. Like, this mission tree was very good. I'm gonna give... Like, this is a 10 out of 10. Like, this is what a 10 out of 10 looks like. If you're curious what I think is a 10 out of 10 mission tree. The mechanics were flavorful, the event were flavorful. It wasn't really... It was heavily conquest focused, but not like not like world conquest, which I highly appreciate. It was very building up focused. Of course, I'm a little bit more of a fan of like actually getting like my culture and my religion around and stuff like that, but that is up to preference and doesn't really make that much of a difference. But this was just straight clean fun. Like, this was just fun. The convocation mechanic was also unique and fun, and then with the legion bonus just like added on top of that. Halis itself, of course, has a bit going on. I know there's a 1.1 update for Halis coming out that actually adds like some spirit tides and stuff like that. But that, for just what this was, this is really good. So we're also gonna actually skip to the exit to the oh wait. Oh, this is the way to do this, right? Give me the screen. Yep, there it is. Alright, so if you are interested in looking at that as well. But, like always, like subscribe more shenanigans, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next playthrough. Bye!